Hello crafty friends, I'm Lean from Studio Kato and I'm so glad you're joining me again today. Today's card is very different because I'm gonna be honest, I was in a bit of a funk crafting wise. I've been super busy creating cards for upcoming releases, so I wasn't really feeling all that crafty when I was done with those, and I still wanted to put up a video for you guys. So this is my way of getting out of my funk, and it's just doing some doodling, some watercolor doodling. Now, I am doing the very bare minimum today. I am just doing some circles. I put some color down. I chose my color palette pretty much beforehand based on previous cards I've made and color palettes that I've enjoyed. So I didn't do too much thinking on that, and I just put some color down in half a circle, and then I blend it out with some water. And I am being not careful at all, except that I am being careful to not make things perfect, if that makes sense. And I'm going pretty quickly with this, so you might miss it if you blink, but every time I switch my colors, I go in with the new color in some of the old or the previous circles that I've made. And that will blend the colors together and make them a little bit more muted and a little bit more interesting because they have splotches of different colors in them. Once it's dry, I'm also adding some doodling around the circles with more circles in some black fine liner, and I'm using a gold Posca paint pen as well. You can use a gel pen, but since I have the Posca paint pen, I love using that on watercolor cardstock just because it goes on more smoothly. Now, since I have a card making YouTube channel, I felt obligated to turn this into a card. So I just die cut some pieces. This was also really quick to do, obviously. I used the Spade Flora die by Crafty Meraki. It's a really gorgeous die set, and it has this floral piece in 3 different sizes. So it's perfect to make some bouquets or something like that. Today I am keeping things super simple, so I just die cut 2 of those sprigs out of gold cardstock, gold mirror cardstock, and I also die cut 3 extra layers for each piece out of thick white cardstock, and I just layered those together to make a sturdier and more dimensional die cut. To put this card together, I am just gluing that doodling I did onto a top folding card base, and I can also glue those sprigs on there as well. Off screen, I did also stamp a sentiment strip. I didn't mean for this to be off screen. I thought I was on camera, but I was way out of frame, so I'm not showing it in the video because all you can see is the top of my fingertips sometimes. So yeah, I stamped a sentiment strip with VersaFine Onyx Black ink and embossed it with Wow Clear Gloss Superfine Embossing Powder. And I did that on the same watercolor cardstock that I'm using. I will list all the products I used in the description below because this video is a little short to shout out all the product names. Anyway, moving on to the envelope. This video is really quick. Maybe I shouldn't have sped it up this much. I am just doing the same design on this envelope. So I did make it out of watercolor cardstock as well. And I am being a little bit more loose on this envelope. The dots are not at all the same size. And I am not being too careful with not putting the same color next to each other or too close to one another. So it's a little bit less great than my card, but it still gets the idea across. And the fun thing about designs like this is that they by no means have to be good. These are watercolor doodles and the effect is just fun and playful, and I really like the look of them, but they're not meant to be perfect. I really like how the card turned out though. It's very different from my usual stuff. And this video was a little bit all over the place, I feel like, but it's late and I'm still doing the voiceover after midnight, so I can put this video up. Anyway, I like the card. I really like those gold sprigs, and I love the gems I used as well, which I didn't even mention. I put some gems on there. And these are gold iridescent gems. They're gorgeous. They're the Espresso gems by Pinkfresh Studio. Anyway, enough of my talking. That's it for today. Sorry this video was a bit all over the place. I hope you still liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to read them. You can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos, and I promise next video won't be as much of a mess. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.